you already know what it is. Build different podcasts, live and impactful, man, like we always do. Your boy King, my guy 30, looking like he cool,
Yes,
man.
sir, man.
He some marketing ploy he about to do, man.
It's not even a marketing ploy, man.
See it.
It's not a marketing ploy. It's just how I feel.
I already
This is how
see
I feel
it,
right
man.
now. I can't break my sunglasses out once in a while.
Nah, you can. You can.
I'm
It's a
saying
smooth world peace.
It's
I see it.
summertime. Yes, sir.
Nah, you on the West Coast, so I feel it.
It's cool,
It was
bro.
brick yesterday. So
It's crazy, bro. It's
chilly.
midnight. It's midnight where you at, bro. It's midnight where he's at. We starting this at 9. Your audio just you good? I can't hear you. Yeah, look, we
Nigga, man, I gotta stop coming over here, man. This is crazy. This nigga so everybody know, man, I am not at my crib utilizing the space because it'd be late, because 30 on West Coast, I'm East Coast. You know what I'm saying? He got a little more freedom over here, but his equipment is trash. I'm gonna have to stop coming over here, man.
He about to kick you out right now.
Yeah, he about to kick me out.
Like that ain't not even.
Nah, I got him, man. The day that nigga ain't pick up the door, then he ain't answer the door. Nah, he deserve everything he about to get.
But I'm about to come back.
Crazy.
I'm about to come back to the East Coast, man.
Nah, listen, when you told me today, man, I'm like, damn, my little bro getting closer, like more realistic type, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Charlotte not that far, son. Like 4 hours.
Yeah,
damn,
but I mean,
location.
But I mean, I don't care. I was gonna put it on Instagram. But
okay.
But how long is that flight, Charlotte to
hour?
It's an hour, right?
It's an hour. Yeah,
how much you think that probably be? Like what?
Man, Charlotte Airport cheap as hell. Hell no, nigga. Maybe, man, you catch it early enough.
Last time, bro. Remember when you told me? Remember when you told me?
Nah, you waited too long. You waited too long. No, seriously. You
bro said, "Hey, bro,
2 days before.
Come to San Fran." You know what I'm saying? It's the playoff game, 49ers.
Yeah,
flight's probably gonna be like $100.
Yeah,
I go, look, what was the flight? Like 500, 300?
Nah, it wasn't no five. It wasn't no $500.
It wasn't one.
Bro.
It wasn't 100.
No, somebody reputable said it was $100 round trip if we would have got it early enough. I don't know nothing about that. I'm not gonna say nothing out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I always be booking my flights last minute, so that's probably on me. I gotta stop doing that.
Yeah, if you would have listened, it wouldn't have been last minute.
Yeah.
When they said it, because somebody flew from LA to the game, so they actually got a ticket for that cheap.
Oh, all right. Well, hey, it wasn't meant to be. Man, let's start with Caitlin Clark, man, going crazy.
Going crazy. Yeah, I mean, my position not gonna be light, so I'll let you be the positive side.
Actually, I actually have a side. I actually have a side that's not as positive, but it's on the losing side. So
of the LSU side or Caitlin side?
LSU side.
I do have a problem with that too, but
we probably got the same problem.
We probably do.
As a competitor, bro, I have this issue. Well, as a competitor, but also just, I mean, as somebody who, I'm kind of a trash talker too when we just competing,
right,
amongst each other or whatever the case is. We're gonna start. First of all, great game. Great game for women's basketball. Great game for NCAA, the women's side. The women's side is killing it. I know DJ Burns I know Edie, and me, I'm a casual basketball fan. I'll admit that. So that's what it is. But I know those two, guys on the men's side, but it's not like the same on the girls' side. You know what I'm saying? They got the names, they got the beef, they got the entertainment. I'm loving it. And last year was my first time really tuning in, when the championship between Angel Reese and LSU. I just say Angel Reese, but LSU and Iowa, obviously.
South Carolina. We talking about when was you talking about the championship game or
championship last year?
Okay,
that was LSU versus Iowa, right? Or am I tripping?
Yeah, so LSU beat Iowa to get to the championship, and they beat South Carolina.
Oh, that wasn't the championship?
Nah.
Damn. See, I'm tripping. But regardless, I started, I tuned in when that happened. That shit, it was crazy. Angel Reese, you can't see me. Like
Right,
she was
right.
talking, she was talking fly shit.
But
And
you
I like
remember
it
why, right? Because
because I guess Caitlin Clark waved off um her home girl that was on another team. Was it South Carolina? No, that wasn't South Carolina. But it was
it was a
her
previous
home girl
game.
in a previous game on another
Mhm.
team. She was at the 3-point line. Caitlin Clark during the game so just like, hey, she ain't making that. Like she
Right,
self
right.
chat, waved her off, and I think she did miss that shot. But she came back and she worked on the threes. That same girl. So
Right,
shout out to
right.
her. I don't know her name, but shout out to her. Um, but Caitlin Clark, but this year, so all that to say, this year I was excited for this matchup. I'm so happy that it came about and it broke records. You know what I'm saying? What was it? 12 million
12
viewers.
million. Mhm.
12 million viewers broke records, man. We like watching women's sports. When you give us, when I'm not even gonna say what it is. Maybe King could speak more to that. I don't care what it is. The fact is, I wanted to watch.
Okay.
Is a lot of before I didn't want to watch women's basketball. I don't be wanting to watch WNBA. I'm gonna keep it straight up.
Yeah, you don't
Whatever it
want to watch
is,
the NBA.
I barely want to watch NBA. So whatever
Right.
the draw is, hey, keep it up. But yeah, so great game. They came out firing straight. Caitlin Clark was just
Man, she
They
was
was
turning
going under
up.
they was going under the screens. They wouldn't, she was just lighting them up. Haley Van Lith could not
Mhm.
check her. That was a bad decision. She was not the one. Um, Angel Reese came out. She was going crazy. She got her team in the game. She got the ankle injury, went out for a little bit, came back. She a dog. But now after the game, what I didn't like was, look, man, I understand when you in that position, Angel Reese or any of those girls and on that stage like that, I understand that these are young kids, some would say. Definitely kids to King. But but even from that standpoint, you got to understand the
Uh-huh.
stage that you on and what comes with it. And like they said, heavy is the head that wears the crown. I just don't think I understand she's probably going through things, and I don't want to be insensitive to that. And she did say, like, I haven't been happy since. But let me
Since they
kind of
won.
since they won a championship last year, she
Mhm.
said she hasn't been happy since then because she felt like she's been she mentioned sexualized, she's mentioned death threats, she's mentioned just harassment,
Mhm.
along those lines, which those people that are doing that stuff, scum of the earth. If you, as far as like, if you sending death threats to 18 to 20-year-old over whatever, you're weird.
Mhm.
But it's a lot of weird people in this
Right.
world, and when you play sports, like I'm sure how many death threats or harassment or terrible messages that probably somebody like Terrell Owens get throughout his
Right.
career. Just
Right.
somebody like maybe a Ocho Cinco, get somebody that's outspoken and a showman like that. How many
Right.
people found that so distasteful that they would probably send them some messages? Of course. So like I feel like that's not something that's aired out in that setting to almost kind of garner some sympathy in that
Mhm.
moment. It's like you're the trash talker. You're the one who's when you're the trash talker in this moment is when everybody wants to get at you. I know
Yeah.
how that's like. When you talk all that trash, when you talk that fly shit, when you lose, people want to come at you now. It's like, hey, so what was all that? What was all that she was talking? Da, 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 da. Caitlyn was completely like, she wasn't even on that type of time. She was completely, you know what I'm saying? That's her game. And you can have you can be a trash talker, you can be somebody that's like, I'm not even going that route. That's her. I'm not gonna say what's good or bad, but I'm just saying that I just felt that at that point in time was not the point to talk about that and um say how people are doing those things and garner sympathy
Hmm.
when you've been the one that's been uh you've been a front runner, you've been talking your shit. So at that point you got to be, hey, look, we lost, and and deal with it. But I get it. The emotions are running at that point, and you just talking. So
Nah, don't let it cop out.
don't let it come.
Emotions are high. Yeah, man. Listen, hey, Baltimore, stand up, man. Like,
Yes, sir.
she's very proud of where she's from and who
Yeah.
she is as an individual. The thing I didn't like, man, is that, like you said, man, you talking about this sexualized and all this, and I can pull up
Sexualized,
every
I didn't even understand that. Let me
every
not
picture
not
of
to cut
you
you off,
on man, listen.
but not even that.
Like,
Even if you not putting the picture up, I mean,
she's taking
damn,
the photos.
cool.
Regardless if you're putting them up or not,
Even if you're not taking the photo, I'm saying, explain to me. Maybe you can better. How? Okay, so sexualize. We got to kind of break that down into. Let me help me out. When is that okay, and when is it not okay? To
so
obviously anybody, you got to be over 18, right? You're not sexualizing somebody that's a minor. I completely
well
understand that.
well, right. And
But like,
mind you, bro, like think about it. In media and in Hollywood, some of these girls that are being sexualized aren't 18 yet. We like a lot
right,
of the people that are doing it don't know. But she's well over the age of 18.
right.
So let me and I had an argument actually with somebody on Facebook about this when I brought up the word sexualized, and somebody said, well, show me where she's done something with nudity. And I said, yo, that's not sexualized. Like as men, we sexualize women when we're on South Beach and
Yeah.
they're working out. Like we're like, so
I don't
if
even have
you're
to verbalize my sexual life. Like I can just
at
look at
all,
you. It's like,
at all. And
I don't
how
get it.
whatever reference she was using, she didn't elaborate. But when I heard the
Yeah.
word sexualized, and I think about from the minute they won the championship, and she said, "Why would I go to the WNBA when I make so much more money outside of playing ball?" And whether it's Sports Illustrated, whether it's however you want, bathing suit, just out when you're posting your pictures with your boyfriend and you're on your vacation and it's half dressed, like you're presenting this image to the media. You're like, no, you're not in overalls with a hoodie. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you're half naked. So sex sells. You're trying to sell, right? Your image, your whatever it is you're trying to sell, you're doing it by wanting to be sexualized. And so the minute you lose, and like wiping
Yeah.
all these tears, nigga. I'm like, hey man, like what we doing here? Like, come on,
Yeah.
son. Like you did, like hey,
I think that only flies because
you
it's women's.
Barbie and all this and Baltimore this. Like, come on, son. Like, we're not stamping that. And I don't respect it. Like, I think she's a hell of a baller. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? Like, and transition to the game, right? Like, she
Your audio, your audio cutting up, and I think it's muted right now. It's not. You're not muted, but it was.
so, yeah, I'm good.
Okay, I hear you.
Yeah, I think last
Yeah.
LSU was out coached, man. She was out coached. Angel Reese, man, she missed a bunch of layups, point blank
Mhm.
layup. And she played her heart out. That's what she does.
Yeah.
I yeah, I feel LSU was overachieved last year and was overrated this year. I think they were number 2 last year, number 3 this year. Um,
You're muted now. Okay.
what's the last thing you heard me say?
They was overrated this
Yeah, they
year.
overachieved last
Overachieved
year,
last year. Yeah.
and which to me made them overrated this year, and they
Yeah.
were out coached. And I think the hype was in the players, not how they played the game.
Mm.
Floje, I love her game. I think she's dynamic, but Angel Reese to me is an athletic big that plays her heart out, but is not, truly skilled.
Mm.
So LSU as a whole did not have a dog like Iowa did. On top of that, they gave up 41 to Caitlin, 28 and 21 to 2 other players. Like,
Damn.
I don't know what the game plan was, but you gave up 80
I don't know
points,
what the game
nigga,
plan
to
was
3
for,
players.
bro. Caitlyn took over that game, which she can do, but it's like, bro, and I think she's just like the coach said, LSU coach said, um, Kim Mulkey, she was like, there's really nothing. That's why she was like, I'm glad that she's leaving. It's like, what did you tell her after the game? Said, I'm glad you're gone
She took
because
23s, made 9, and they were not on the line. They were deep
I
threes.
mean, bro. And
So
then
look, good.
and like even if you try to like, I'm a double, the pass is out quick. Like her passes are perfect. They're dimes in perfect position for the person to score. I mean, bro, she is skilled.
She's man, listen. So look, hey Justin, hot take, nigga. Clip it. Listen, I'm not gonna let the media do this, man. Built Different podcast.
Yeah.
I'm not letting the media present this image of anything other than the truth because they tend to do that. So
Okay.
listen, as great as Caitlin Clark is, let's stop this narrative that she could possibly be the best college basketball player, women's college basketball player of all time. Let's stop it. All right.
Who is it? Who is
First
it?
and
Cheryl?
first and foremost, it damn well could be Cheryl.
Okay.
Like let's talk and
I didn't watch
listen.
Cheryl play, but that was crazy.
Right.
What I saw from Caitlin was crazy. So I don't know.
Right.
I didn't
Right.
watch Cheryl play.
Right. You weren't born. So listen.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna and forget, like, man, listen, Cheryl Dog, greatest woman basketball player of all time. Prior to her, Cheryl Miller, Reggie Miller's sister, you know what I'm saying, was a dog. You know what I'm saying? Whole school, like, bro, man, Brianna Stewart, Maya Moore, Diana Taurasi, Candace Parker. Cool. Let's stop this narrative that Caitlin Clark, she's gonna do a lot for the game. All right.
Why though?
When she gets drafted, she's gonna do a lot because now it's more media focus and she's what's popping. People always want to pay more attention to what they remember, not what they know. Right, she's dominant. But listen, this is my point that I want to make. As good as she is, there's somebody better at USC.
Juju?
Juju.
She's better? I watched both of them play.
Bro, then you wouldn't even question this.
I mean, Juju's a freshman. Juju's a freshman, of course.
And she's better.
She's a dog. But like Caitlin?
She's better.
Nah,
and she just turned 18. Listen, if Paige ain't have them 2 ACL tears, she better. You're gonna see UConn in matchup Friday. Huh?
I'm saying I watched half of
the reason Paige
was
number one in Caitlin Clark won't even on your radar 3 years ago.
I watched Juju play on 2 separate occasions. One was just it was a bad game for her. Her teammate really took over. And she just wasn't finding it that game. But then I watched this game that they just played Monday. No, Sunday. Was it Sunday or Monday? Monday against UConn. But
hold on. I'm gonna listen.
She's not Caitlin.
Yo,
she's athletic. Listen, she got handles.
Yo, listen to what I'm telling you, bro.
She skips
you don't
listen
to nothing I do say. You gotta understand something. Caitlin is more man. Right, it's basketball now. It's the 3-point shot is the dunk now, right? Like it's draining your team. Yo, Juju's a 5-level scorer. All right.
So is Caitlin.
Caitlin is not a 5-level scorer. I've watched Caitlin Clark play a lot of times, and I ain't never seen her put her back to the basket. I've never seen her put her back to the basket. When 70 or 80% of her play of her scoring is coming off of either ball screen or isolation, right? She has that in her game. I actually grew a respect for her passing because I didn't realize it was that good until the tournament started. I didn't realize it was that good. And I didn't realize how much more productive her teammates are till then either, right? Let's understand how you get
puts them in position. It's the attention on her and her ability to pass,
but you still got to
make them what they are.
You still got to make the shot. You still got to make the shot.
Okay.
And I'm not talking right. I understand her talent level or where they were ranked and when they were recruited. Nobody's giving credit to Iowa's development because Caitlin Clark went on nobody's radar 3-4 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why, again, like, Paige was the name. Man, when Paige was coming up, Paige was it. Better than Brianna Stewart, better than Diana. Like, all of them they was talking about Paige. So Iowa did a great job developing these girls, all of them. And when you have 3-4 years to do that, because they don't go straight to I forgot what their stipulation is, but they're not one and done like on the boys game. Right. You are more polished as a ball player, which is why you got to give Juju more credit for what she's doing. because
For
what
sure.
she's doing,
But you can't
what
say
she's
she's
doing.
better right now.
No, I'm telling you, she's better. Man, when you watch Juju play, right? 9 times, Caitlin Clark to me, again, this is no hate. Because if I disagree with people, they want to say it's hate, whether it's Braun, whatever the case might be. Yo, this is no hate. This is me more so bringing light to somebody that I feel is a better ball player than the person that everybody's been watching and has been on the radar for the last 2 years. Juju, when you watch Juju play, she plays with a certain type of strength, a certain type of flow, charisma, a certain type of style and skill that I do not believe Caitlin Clark has. When you watch Juju on her isolation game, Juju can stop and pop, and she will get you to the bucket, and she will get your and one, right? And it will be more physical. And she also has that skill side, which is why I said she a 5-level scorer. I don't believe Caitlin Clark is a 5-level scorer. When you watch Juju, Juju will put you on a high block, boom, face you up, pull up. She'll put you on a low block. She'll ISO you on the 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, she'll get to the cup, and like Juju to me has all of that. Everything.
Switch Juju and Caitlin in this year. What happens?
I don't see a difference.
Wow. Okay.
I don't see a difference.
So you just believe that Caitlin's supporting cast is just that much better.
You can't name me one person on each of their supporting cast. You can't. You can go to LSU.
Gabby Marshall.
What are you looking up?
No, nigga, look at my hands.
Like, I can't. Nobody can see your eyes. Like, Justin, you in the background. So look.
Ain't nobody Gabby Marshall, bro.
You in USC. you in LA anyway, nigga. That's a cheat code.
That's Iowa. What are you talking about? I watched the game.
I said USC. I said
USC, bro. Yeah. I don't know her name, but the shawty, black shawty, light skin.
The one that they did the documentary on about being shot.
I think it might have been her. But she's like the second in command over there. Like
she comes off the bench, so she's the floor general.
You sure?
Yeah, she comes off the bench.
Okay.
Yeah, she come off the bench. But my whole point is, bro, like, I understand, no hate to Caitlin Clark, and Cheryl got a lot of slack for this when she said it, like we talked about her transition to the league. Caitlin Clark is going to have more success from that deep 3 range than she's ever had if she wants to be what people think she's going to be in the league. All right. Juju, to me,
why isn't the success that she's already having from that range going to transfer?
Why isn't it going to?
Right.
Because that's not how it goes. Like, and I'm not saying that it can't, but there's a learning curve in anything you do in any level you go up in sports, right?
Yeah.
Do I think Caitlin Clark is a God's gift like Braun is, like Wilt was, like Shaq was to the game? No. Physically? No. A lot of times those guys dominate quicker because it's more so physical than anything. Now you're going against, right? The Big Ten for basketball for women is very low, right? So that's the majority of the comp that you're playing. When you come to the tournament like she is and dominating, right? Like, all right, cool. Now you're bringing more recognition. You're going to the league now where now you're playing against girls that spent 4 years in college, have been in the league 4 or 5 years now, doing their thing. Now that's what you're going up against. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't think it's going to transition.
Everybody has to go up against those girls.
And like I said, why I don't think it's going to transition that easy is because it's not a dominant presence of a game that she has, which is why I think Juju would transition.
When you got to check her from half court, how?
Right.
That's Steph Curry.
Right. But do you remember Steph Curry early on?
Yeah, he was cool. When he kept getting better.
He was just cool. So we're talking about it transitioning immediately, right?
I think that Caitlin Clark's going to step into the WNBA and be MVP of the league first season? No.
Well, remember,
she's going to be a good player and become a great player.
Right. But remember, that was the preference of what I'm saying people think is going to happen immediately when she gets into the league. That's what
she's going to be MVP.
Why I brought up.
I think she's going to cook. Okay, but I think she's going to cook. I think she's going to show us something. She's going to draw attention. She's going to show us.
Let me gain an understanding.
I don't even know.
This is hypothetical, bro. It's all hypothetical. I just want to.
I get it. But what I'm saying is, I can't tell you where my mind is at because I don't watch WNBA enough to know. Okay, this is what this person scores per game. This is what the leading scorer scores per game. Like if it's NBA, I'd be like, okay, 30 points per game is probably leading the league. This is probably right there. 20 per game is okay. You're maybe all-star level, but just kind of there. 25. You understand? I get that. With WNBA, I don't get that. But what I'm saying is if there's a all-star equivalent. She'll be an all-star her first year. I think she can do that.
I honestly don't know how the all-star. I don't know if it's a fan vote or what. If it's a fan vote, she's going to be an all-star every single solitary year she's in the league. If they do it like the league, or if they do any type of voting outside of what the fans think, then I don't see that transition, to be quite honest. And it's just anything in life, bro. It's just anything in life. When you go from JV to varsity, it's a transition.
But you're just saying, oh, she's gonna go to the next level, and it's just not gonna be able to translate. Like for me, you can look at any girl that's on this level as far as college basketball and say they're gonna have a learning curve when they go. Point is, she scored more points than any women's college basketball player,
any college basketball player,
player,
right?
Ever. So I don't get where that's coming from in comparison to her peers. Like she's obviously, she's obviously on the top level.
Right. So again, I never took away from how dominant and how good of a ball player she is. When we talk these numbers and these stats, a lot of times you get them by longevity, right? So more so than anything, even the guy that's second that went to Weber, I think it might have been Weber. He's second leading scorer of all time. Nobody knows his first name, right? Second leading scorer in college basketball men's history. Nobody knows his name, right? Cool. So what I'm saying is that's a great stat to have. Now that means you are a pro player. You get a pro opportunity. There are a lot of people. Yeah. Kwame Brown, man, there's so many people that in this college level was dominant, and it didn't transition.
I'm not gonna lie. What you doing right now just sounds like hate.
You can call it, like I said,
it just sounds like you hate because
I just don't agree that she's going to be dominant right when she gets into the league. It's fine. It's fine.
I mean, she doesn't have to be dominant when she first gets.
But that's the perception.
Who wants to have this conversation?
You keep ducking the perception.
It's not ducking the perception. It's the point that she just played an outstanding game, had an outstanding season, had an outstanding college career, and now you want to
have so much.
And now you want to. And this is what you want to talk about.
Angel Reese has so much limelight, just like she has. And nobody's talking about her next level projection. Nobody's saying she's gonna do XYZ in the WNBA. Wait for her
to get to the WNBA. They're talking about these girls, Paige, Juju. Obviously got more time, but Angel.
You haven't heard about nobody's projection of Paige in the WNBA.
They're talking about.
You haven't heard about that.
Here's what I'm hearing. We can't wait for them to get to the WNBA. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm talking about. No reason for none of us to hate. Oh yeah, Angel ain't gonna be this.
What hype have you heard about Paige in the WNBA? What hype?
What hype have I heard? I haven't heard no hype about Caitlin in the WNBA.
Then you ain't been paying attention. That's your problem. You can't have this discussion if you ain't been paying attention.
I'm paying attention to her game.
That's where this starts. This is the thought process is because the perception is that she's going to be this the minute she steps on the floor. That's the perception. That's why Ice Cube's offering her $5 million. That's why there's memes of her getting drafted by the Blazers.
Ice Cube's offering her $5 million because he wants publicity and promotion for the big three. He's not offering. That's why.
So he can get publicity and promotion by offering Angel Reese. He could, right?
Not the same. Caitlin Clark, like you said, she's the talk. So he's offering it to her because she's the #1 college scorer of all time.
And because the perception is that she's gonna be this dominant no matter where she plays, which is why I'm telling you, the perception is when she gets drafted, I don't think she's gonna be this Caitlin Clark in the WNBA.
She can be Caitlin Clark. Maybe she can be Caitlin Clark in the WNBA. Who said it has to be the minute she starts playing? Bro, that's what we're saying.
That's what
maybe the projection is. Okay, bro. Okay, show me where that perception is listed at.
Pay attention.
Give me a link. Give me an article.
Attention.
Okay, but if it's out there, you should be able to give it to me. If it's out there, you should be able to give it to me. If it's out there, you should be able to give it to me. I got my computer right here. What should I type in?
Sports Center. Turn on radio show. Turn on Caitlin Clark. Turn on anybody.
What should I type in? I have Google. I have the internet. What should I type in?
This is what I want you to do.
Oh,
Tomorrow morning,
you don't have
turn
nothing for me.
on, get out,
every
get up,
single day.
turn on.
I watch these.
First
I
take.
watch Fox Sports. I'm watching all the talk.
Bro,
Nobody's
that's
saying, Caitlin Clark's gonna be this. The minute she steps into the WNBA, her first game, she's gonna score 50. Nobody's saying that.
Nope.
That's just you, so that you can hate. So that you can hate.
You're not paying attention. You're not paying attention.
You're putting that out there so that you can hate.
You're not paying attention.
That's bad.
I have no reason to hate. I gave flowers. I gave flowers. You don't pay attention. I analyze this, nigga. This is what I do.
You on that Paul Pierce shit.
This is what I do. I analyze this. I break it down. I break it. You can call it Paul Pierce. You can call it whatever.
You on that Paul
Just
Pierce
because,
shit.
hey, listen.
It's because she's white.
Y'all niggas, y'all carry this type of persona because the nigga don't agree.
Listen,
my nieces and nephews are half white. My sister's husband's white. What do you mean? I'm in pictures with them.
That's the card you pulling? That's the card you pulling?
That's the card I pull because I don't hate them.
That's crazy.
You said you bringing in race, nigga. You doing that?
I got to because it got to be that.
You don't have to.
I'm thinking like, what is it? How can you score 40, have that many assists, have that dominant performance?
So hold on.
Do all that, have the most points in college.
And I said I don't feel like it's going to transition immediately.
This is the conversation nigga wants to have about you after you do that.
What is hate about that? Because I said it's not going to transition immediately. Like, bro, pay attention.
Nobody thinks it's going to transition immediately.
Then you're not paying attention.
You're making that up.
That's the problem. You're not paying attention.
No,
you're just not aware. It's cool. You're just not aware.
Whenever somebody talks about her,
you're just not aware.
It bubbles up hate in your gut.
No, it don't. It don't.
So you got to figure out a reason.
It don't make or break me at all.
You got to figure out.
It don't make or break me at all.
Because,
like I said,
she got the most points in college, and you couldn't.
That's fine.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about why. Let's talk about why. You know I love this. Let's talk about why. Again, it's all a percent. Hey, listen, it's all about what you want to believe. You don't watch enough to believe to talk about any of it.
I watch enough to.
You don't watch. You watch 2 games.
I watch enough. I watch enough
and now
to know that you're hating. I watch all the talk shows that you're talking about. I read all the press clippings that you're talking about.
Like I said,
nobody's projecting her to do that immediately.
From the Cheryl Swoops,
you're just
to the
hating.
Brianna Stewarts, to the Maya Moores, to the Candace Parkers, to the Taretha Weatherspoons, to the Lisa Leslies, to the Rebecca Lobos, to the Don Staleys. I can run it down, bro.
Yeah, run it down.
From female side to the men's side, I can run it down.
Run it down.
I can run Brianna Stewart being a 4-time national champion.
Cool.
I can bring it. I can like, bro. We could talk it if you want to talk it, but gain an understanding of it before you give an opinion.
No, I'm gonna give an opinion.
That's ignorance.
I'm gonna give an opinion. It's not ignorance.
You don't know.
It's not ignorance. Because I know two sides. I know what she's done in college basketball.
I know what she's done.
And then I know what the perception that you're talking about is not there. So those are the only 2 things I need to know. To know that you're hating.
Pay attention.
To know that you're hating. And that's why that's all you can say. You have no proof. I wish you was a lawyer in a courtroom. And I wish you would stand your ass up. And that's what your defense would be. Because they would sit your ass down. You would never get another job again. And they will fire you.
What was Jamie Foxx's conviction rate in law-abiding citizens?
That's what you would stand up and say that. That's what you would stand up and say. Pay attention. Hey, Mr. King, you got any proof? You got any evidence to put on the board? Anything? Nah, just pay attention. Yeah,
bro.
Come on.
All you got to do
what are we
is turn
talking about?
on any look Friday. When after they play Friday, win, lose, or draw, then you'll see. The hype is low now because they ain't playing in a couple days. You'll see.
Okay.
You'll see.
Okay.
Niggas like
you better send me a clip. You better send me a clip.
I don't gotta send you a clip, man. You say you pay attention. Just watch. Turn the TV on.
Okay. You don't gotta send me a clip.
I don't send you a clip.
You're not gonna send me the clip because the clip doesn't exist.
I said, man, listen.
Because the clip doesn't exist.
I'll send you clips all day. I'll send you clips.
The clip doesn't exist.
If that's what makes you feel better, I'll send you clips all day.
Doesn't exist.
I'll send you clips all day.
You can't because it doesn't exist.
At the end of the day, like I said, what type of ball player she's gonna be, I'm not gonna speak on. What she's done is remarkable.
Cool.
It's remarkable, bro. Like it's a testament to basketball.
That should have been your whole point.
That's what I said initially. I said she's a hooper. I said she's
talking after that.
I said it. I don't have to.
You went downhill after you said that.
So now we're talking. Now we're talking about the skill set of the game. We could talk about accomplishments. There's another side about what's called a skill set.
Mm-hmm. I know.
A
I
lot of
heard
people
you
don't
a million
understand it
times
because they've never
when you're
adapted
trying
to a
to
skill set in
when
anything.
you're trying to take LeBron out the GOAT conversation. We've heard it a million
Yeah,
times.
I mean, I'm not the only one. So, but I guess we haters because we don't feel he the GOAT. Because
Now don't try to gain friends. Don't try to
I
like
ain't gotta
have
gain
friends
no
on your
friends.
side.
What
No,
friends am I
don't
trying
go
to
to we.
gain?
Don't go to we.
Anybody
It's
that
you
know
the
me
one
know
that's hating.
I don't look for
It's you the
friends.
one that's hating.
Understand something? I
You're the
stand
one
on
that's
mine. I
hating.
came in here alone. I'm gonna leave alone.
Okay.
You can walk beside me or you
And
can walk
don't try
behind me,
to
nigga. You'll
and
never
don't
be a
try to and don't try to recruit talking about
recruit.
we. I'm not the only
You
one.
don't know names.
I'm not the
Like
only
what?
one.
Like,
Oh,
listen,
God.
I understand a lot of people can't speak their mind freely, but I can. I can. You know what I'm
And you
saying?
need to stop because
I don't.
it's not
I
it.
don't.
It's
I
just
don't.
it's just hate.
I don't. It's not
It's
hate.
just
It's
hate,
not
bro.
hate. It's not hate.
Ooh. Hey, bro, let's talk
Everybody,
about
yeah,
King's.
please, because you're not even speaking for real.
Let's talk about King's main man from his city of New York.
Who?
The man he claims P. Diddy. Puff Daddy Combs.
Yo,
What's
Daquan
happening?
should have been on this episode. So look, listen. Again, you speak. I again, maybe an unpopular take. Innocent until proven guilty is what they say, right? Lil Boosie, did you see Lil Boosie live?
No.
He made a great point. All right. He said, where are all these people on Diddy's behalf that was partying with him, that was making money with him, that was doing all these things with him on his behalf?
For real though.
Right? Where are you, friends? Quote unquote. Where are you? Diddy and Cassie had a fallout.
But maybe they know what's behind closed doors. So they like, we already know what the hell's going on over there.
Unpopular opinion. Those parents from the R. Kelly situation, why they not locked up? Right? Those bodyguards, all those people that witnessed it, that was accomplice to it, what happened to them? So again, you try and keep your mouth quiet because you don't want to be implicated. Right? As men, right? What we taught, stand on business, stand 10 toes on what we did, right?
Yeah.
Brennan, no matter what happens with you, no matter, I'll never let nobody degrade you because of who I know you to be, regardless of if you made a bad decision or not. That's the brother I know. I would never let that happen, nigga. I'm coming on camera, nigga, and I'm speaking on your behalf 110%. What some shorty say about you, that's what y'all did in your private bed. The fact that she did it 1,500 times, she allowed that.
What?
She never stopped it. I'm talking the Cassie situation, right?
Okay.
About him and Cassie. Now she owed the sexual stuff or whatever.
Whoa, wait. Pause it.
Go ahead.
Because we gotta put everything out there so that we know exactly what we're talking about.
Okay.
So when we start from Cassie, say, hey, look, these were the allegations brought forth from Cassie. These are the allegations when they're talking about what is it? Was it sex trafficking?
Sex trafficking.
Part of it.
And that's still there's no information out on that outside of information being gathered in reference
but
to.
Those are the only two accusations on his name, right? That's what the raid is about.
Sexual assault, sex trafficking,
sexual assault from Cassie,
and like managers, other people saying Diddy assaulted them, guys coming out saying
that they was forced to like watch videos
and just do some wild.
I heard about CJ
and
that Hollywood man. Weird, but I'm right next
Cat
door.
Caught, man. Hey, Cat, you a smart nigga. Cat, listen, when niggas thought Cat was crazy, Cat a smart nigga. So my whole point in all this is when we're talking about Diddy and we're talking about those that are either accomplices in it or like benefited from it in whichever way, whether it was financial, because what Cat said, Puff paid him, try to pay him $50 million to party with him, right? You see the whole Meek Mills and Puff stuff, Usher and Puff, right? Who knows what truly went on? But these are all people that most of us look up to, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, so Usher, where you at? Where you at? It's your big brother. Where you at? And that's my point.
Maybe it's not, maybe not really big brother. I don't know, bro. See that because that's more telling. Like you just sometimes that's the telling part when nobody's coming standing up for you on your behalf. You say, well, damn, maybe there's truth to some of the things, or they feel certain ways, or they've been privy to, or seen certain things that they couldn't speak on before for whatever reason, because they, you'd be taping the parties. Maybe they could never speak out on certain things because he'll expose them for something. Heard certain takes about, the feds. This is a conspiracy theory. Going to his crib just to it was Homeland Security going to his crib just to, I guess, protect bigger wigs and make sure that they're cool, so they can take the the evidence, so that he can't later expose even bigger people up the totem pole. But who knows? I don't know why is that such a thing though. I think my theory is that when I say a thing, I'm talking about just the weirdo behavior as far as like Hollywood is concerned. And I think, and you hit it like the Jeffrey Epstein stuff and the kids. I feel like when you got so much money, bro, and you're able to have any sexual fantasy that you want.
Hey B, let me stop you real quick, and I'm gonna let you finish your thought, but you just brought another thought in my mind, and this is how, like I said, I not to go back to the conversation, but I said it about media painting a perception, right? When we talked about Caitlin Clark early on, nobody's talking about Nickelodeon, right?
I mean, a lot of people were talking about Nickelodeon. Dan Snyder.
Was it getting the media that Puff was?
I mean, I was on Twitter. I seen like it was trending #1. I mean, people were talking about it. It just the Puff news came. That's how the shit works. One thing happens, the next thing happened, it takes precedent. Next thing happened, it takes precedent. Next thing happened, it takes precedent. We was talking about Save Ukraine, that died. Now everything's a trend. We was talking about Israel and Palestine and them.
It didn't get the media Puff got.
Where it's something else. That's just how everything works. It's quick nowadays, bro. One thing this Diddy stuff has been running hot for a while, but new developments come up, new people get talked about,
and new people talk about son assault, about man. What's the dude? Keenan and Kel say your son never really did nothing to him, but there's so many of these Nickelodeon people coming out talking about all the stuff that he's done. And I'm not on social media crazy, right? Because of what you do, you have to be. But bro, the fact that I ain't seen the media about him more than I've seen about Puff is telling. But
I think
finish your thought.
Too much into that, bro. Like I just think the news cycles, bro, very quick, bro. I think that's all it is, bro. We pay and we determine a lot of that stuff was what we're clicking on, what we're paying attention to. It's in just slang now. No Diddy. They're replacing no homo with no Diddy. So you see what I'm saying? Like it's the people. Diddy is a prominent figure, way more than we know Dan Snyder. Dan Snyder, we don't fuck with Dan Snyder. Besides, he made some shows that we might have watched back in the day, but that's not our homie like that. Diddy,
and we creative enough to come up with a slang with him, right? And a bunch of the guys from Kells to Bill Cosby, a bunch of the guys that our people grew up to are going down.
They are.
And I'm not saying it's not right.
And that's a separate conspiracy. See, as a separate conspiracy. See, you might be in the Dr. Umar camp. That's like, hey, they trying to get you know what I'm saying? They trying to get these guys like Bill Cosby, the Michael Jacksons, the Diddy. Like it's just I mentioned that in a group chat. It just seems that, and I may not want to call these people heroes, but I said before, it's like it seems like maybe not necessarily but it just seems like all of our heroes just go down at some point. Like they get them for something. You know what I'm saying? That it was Kobe at one point. It's always
even now to Bron, like females trying to talk about Bron's a cheater.
They gonna get. Hey bro,
like Bron has been, regardless of what's happened, what's true or not, man. When it comes to having a positive role model within the community, it's Bron is top tier. Like
yeah,
and you're still trying to take that from us.
Yeah, Martin Luther King,
bro. So to the Diddy point, right?
And Martin Luther King Jr.
And when we talked about the whole Cassie situation, right? And I we're not female, so I can't speak of the power in how or why they allow or Diddy was able to carry this out. But at what point do you, after so many years and so much time,
what was he doing though?
supposedly drugging her, making her sleep with other guys, call up these people to come over to watch them. But like, man, bro, I mean,
So
so
he was
many.
on the same. So he was on the same thing Vince McMahon was on.
So I don't know the Vince McMahon situation. I know he just got
Similar.
he got kicked
It's
out
like
of, but it was more
similar.
staffing, right? It was something with
It was
his
a it was
staff.
a it was a it was a girl. The
Mhm.
girl came out. It's like Cassie came out. So Vince McMahon had been paying her hush money. He'd been paying
Right.
her. He had her on like some allowance type thing.
Mhm.
She keeps quiet about
Everything.
what they're doing, but it's
Mhm.
like like you said, it's like you're complicit in it. But and she only said anything when the money stopped coming in.
Bro.
So it's like what you're saying, but I mean, this was wild. Like he was like defecating on the girl, Vince McMahon now, on her, like on her head. Had his mans come in. His mans is hitting her with the shit still on her, hitting her. He go shower, come back. He start hitting her again with his mans, shit still on her. Just some nasty behavior.
Yeah, I'm shocked he
But
went that long with telling the story.
I'm just telling you,
Like,
you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to paint the picture so the people know what's going on. But it brings me back to my point. Number one, I kind of, if it's that same kind of situation, I understand your point of like, and like you said, I don't know. I'm a man, so it's different. So I can't speak for that. We got to bring a woman on to share that perspective of what that's like to, I guess, maybe have a man, maybe you're afraid or he's in control or the power dynamic. I want to be sensitive to that. But for me, in my mindset and my standpoint, I'm like, how can you allow that to go down? If you're truly a victim, how can you allow that to continue to go down? And then only hush money gets you, only the only hush money, the money stopping is what gets you to come out to talk about it. So you could have always talked about it. You could have always came out with it. But
and
you were cool when you were getting paid. So
the
again, I don't want
love,
to be unsensitive or desensitized to it.
but the desire to be successful, to be in a music video, to have your own CD is worth this.
It's crazy. It's
It's
crazy.
like, and again, to your point, right? We're not, I'm not, listen, I got a daughter, sister, like I got a lot of female friends. So I ain't no masculinity type situation, whatever. What's it called? Womenizing nothing. But I'm rational,
Toxic
bro.
masculinity.
Whatever, nigga. I'm rational. At what point
Yeah.
do you know, like, man, look, regardless of what he's done for my career, which won't much of a career, like Cassie,
Yes, you had that one song, you had that one hit.
like, bro,
It was
he ain't
cool.
do much for your career. He couldn't save your career. But
He
what he
had
did
us,
was
you know what I'm saying? We was jamming for a summer, but
man, I don't remember ever jamming to that song. So he
me and you,
he
I've been waiting.
so
Think I
now
wanna
you just
make
his
a
side
move.
piece.
Nah.
Now you his side piece. You getting the money. You love the lifestyle. However it stops, you go about your business. You get married. You got your kid, and whatever. I don't know if the money stopped or what. Now you want to bring to the light that Diddy did all this stuff to you. Diddy pays you what, 30 mil? Settles, and somehow, some way, the information, now we're still here. His son's getting, his crib's getting raided, and all this is happening. I don't know, bro. That's it's crazy. But
To my point, bro. What, like I said, I don't know if it's like when you're super, super rich like that and you have access to anything you want, any
he's proved it to you.
flavor.
He does. Look at what he was doing. He has access to anything.
He has access to anything. I think that at a certain point, right? Like it's gonna start off, and then maybe you like, oh man, I always wanted to have a threesome. Oh shoot,
Mhm.
I had it.
It's like a
Shit, let me
drug,
do
right?
let me do a foursome. Damn, did it. What else can I do?
They
Let me
got to
put some
keep getting better
let me
though.
put some
Like a
chocolate
drug,
on it.
right?
Yeah, it's like you gotta
You got to
keep
keep reaching a
on
new
making it
high.
more exotic and trying to get that new high
Mm-hmm.
to a point where you doing some just, just disgusting behavior.
B, that's
I think
like,
that's what it leads to.
but regardless of how nasty it is, that's like you being intimate with a woman, and now she's saying you sexually harass her now that you making 30 mil a day.
But did he be made? He probably did sexually harass her.
Did
If
she?
she was complicit with the sexual harassment, I mean, it's you know what I mean.
It's not
But
sexual
he still.
harassment. If
But I think it's
if
the.
you're agree,
But if I okay, look, bro. If I if if he bring, I'm not even gonna say I. If he brings, if he drugs her and brings another man and has that man have sex with her, or he has sex with her, like, bro, at the end of the day, bro, that's rape.
that's
At the end
rape.
of the day,
That's
that
wrong.
is rape by definition, and it's wrong. And so,
What if it keeps
because she
happening?
didn't,
At
and
what point do you say, "Nigga, I ain't taking no drink from you"? at
yeah,
what
you should.
at what
Me and
point do you
you
say,
would
"I
say
want to
that.
open my own bottle"?
Me and you would say, but at the same time, what he did, we have to stand on what he did was wrong.
Right,
And
110%.
in some ways, she was wrong, but maybe she can say again, there's a card where it's like, I didn't know what to do. He had so much power over me. So I gotta let it be. But at the end of the day, I do know for a fact that he was wrong. So I can't say, oh, so when he gets his just due, should if everything is because everything's alleged, but if whatever due process goes through and find things to be factual, or finds him guilty or whatever the case, if it gets to that, that's just his just due, because what he did allegedly, if true, was wrong.
And I'm not defending wrongdoing. The initial statement was like, "Yo, like Diddy's in some drama. All of the people that are, but like that he put on, that he did so much for. We know about everybody that got an issue with him. Where you at? At the end of the day, if you, God forbid, you go down for something, I'm gonna speak to the man that I know. Whoever, however you
But
ended
you'll
up
probably
down,
speak to me first. You probably speak to me first, and I'm gonna say I ain't do that shit.
I would speak to your character that I know. Like what you
Yeah,
did, I'd be like, hey, I never knew that to be him.
thank you.
You know what I mean?
And it
Like
wouldn't be
I
me.
would,
So
right. I would speak the truth though. I would still come out on
right,
your
but
behalf
maybe,
and speak
but
to
what
that.
if, they can't do that for him? They might have been with him. We see them on TV and say, "Oh, da da da." They might even spoke, say, "That's my brother." But how do we know what's going on behind closed doors? How do we know what he got over there? I don't know. Sometimes, bro, you might have a friend, but deep down, y'all don't really even click. Like,
That ain't a friend.
it's not really your friend, but in the public eye perception, they're in. This is entertainment. They're in. You know what I'm saying? They're in entertainment. So we might look and say, "Oh, that's his friend." Meek, that's his friend. The whole time in Meek mind, Meek like, it's not even. I'm here for as a business move. I'm here as a to to get a leg up somewhere. I'm not even. I don't mess with him like that. Or I've seen some of the stuff that he's done, and I'm not. I ain't really got it in me like that to call it out and air it out. But a nigga like 50 Cent would.
Man, 50 though.
You know what I mean? But everybody not that. So maybe that's the case. And now they seeing it, they quiet. They know it's true. They might, right? Know it's true and just be quiet. Just be like, oh shoot, here it comes. Oh, it's finally out. I hope my video don't get out when I was over there and what I had to
Yo,
do.
and again, I just put myself in a situation to just think you get like, and I'm just using you because we on here. Man, we done broke bread together, man.
Right.
From football camps to being in your crib to you being in my crib to something like for me just to sit back and let you get fried, let you get, man, regardless of what we, man, we did it together.
But if I did something and you knew I did it, then what? You gonna come
Yo, my
out
thing,
on my
so,
behalf?
so my thing is I'm man enough to be like, yo, B, man, don't do this. At the
Right.
end of the day, you're gonna do what you want to do regardless. That's still how we built the relationship. That still has nothing to do with how I know you.
But
Like
the
who
but
the
but
nigga I know
the
to be.
but the action, depending
All
on
right,
how
so all right,
egregious
so
it
look.
is,
So let me
matters, bro. Like
so look. All right. Whatever he drugged her with, all right. I've never done a drug a day in my life, ever. So whatever he drugged her with, let's just say the first time, the second time. Excuse me. Wrong. Whatever the consequences for it, Puff, you need to serve it. To say that, let's just say that happened in a month span. To say he's being they're faulting him for 18 years of doing it is where I have an issue, because at what point do not I didn't even say that you fault her, that you hold her accountable for being someone to keep themselves in that situation and to wait this long when you can gain something from it. With the whole R. Kelly situation, I think it was, I said, if everybody's purpose is to hurt R. Kelly, right? Why did y'all wait so long? When you knew he was abusing your daughter or doing whatever to your underage daughter, at what point do you then step up and say, yo, this happened 2 weeks ago, not 20 years ago? Because you thought R. Kelly was gonna get your daughter signed. Man, they said they used to drop their kids off to the nigga. At what point am I dropping my teenage daughter off to a grown man to record a session? No, nigga.
But in a court of law, we're gonna look at that. I mean, the defense might, could bring that up. At the end of the day, it's like,
but my thing is, in a legal system, at what point do we fault them though?
You can't. Oh well, maybe there can be a fault for like a parent being negligent and doing some stuff like that.
I ain't
if
never
we
seen
can
none
prove
of them though.
I know, but I'm saying maybe we should or could, like, that may be a sign of negligence.
And again,
for them
from
to do
Cosby
something like that.
to Pup, and again, I'm not saying they right.
Well, all I'm saying, I know, and I understand to a certain degree what you're saying. I'm just saying that the wrongdoing is the wrongdoing, and we gotta kind of, and we can make the side point of, on the other side, like, how could you allow this to happen?
Mm-hmm.
But we do got to deal with, what the allegation is and the severity of it and the character of the person to allegedly do something like that. We do got to look at that.
Yeah, I'm just a big believer on it. If everybody go down, because y'all niggas is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it's that whole.
Listen, there's two things I won't let my daughter do. She ain't never going to Hollywood, and she ain't never in no woman's locker room hooping. Those are the two things I ain't never letting my daughter do.
What's the second one? What's wrong with hooping?
Man, them women's locker rooms, listen. Hey, listen. My daughter walked through my crib with some baggy jeans, dressed like her brother. It's over. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
But she can still hoop, though. But she can still hoop.
Her hoop dreams were dead the minute they told me she was a girl. But she ain't hooping.
That's
her
crazy.
Brother hoop.
Damn.
Her brother hoop. Her brother, man, she can run track. She run track. She run track,
but she can't hoop.
Nah, she ain't hooping. She could be in the backyard shooting around a little bit. I got a video. Her mom sent me a video of her dribbling the ball in the crib. Oh yeah, delete.
That's the one thing. Delete. She want to do. That's the one thing she want to do.
Delete.
You gotta let her hoop, bro. Hey, bro. Them girls, they be hooping, and then they see you. That's what Kim Mulkey.
I'm West Indian.
That's what Kim Mulkey was getting in trouble for. I know.
It's the cultural thing.
I know.
She can't understand.
No, but no, Kim Mulkey, she might be West Indian too. She was on that same type of time. The LSU coach.
She was crying because whatever the report was that what was it?
No, but that was the report. It was a
sexist report. Was my comment sexist?
The Washington. I mean, yes, it was.
It was.
You're saying that you're not going. First of all, you're not going to let your daughter hoop.
Yeah, I'm not going to let my daughter hoop
because essentially it's what a men's sport.
Nah, that's not why I said that.
Because you don't want her to wear baggy. You don't want her to wear baggy clothes.
I don't want my daughter to be homosexual. That's
okay. You don't want your daughter to be homosexual.
Right. It's a high chance in those locker rooms. That's a fact.
It's a high chance in those locker rooms.
It's a fact. That's a fact.
Okay.
I've had too many women hoopers. It's a fact. It's a high chance. I'm not saying it can't happen. Like again, Angel Reese, man, beautiful woman. Like you know what I'm saying, doing a thing. Like
right. That's what I'm saying. Like maybe she could. But I'm saying she could probably
run that risk. I don't want to run that risk.
That's crazy, bro. You gotta let it be, bro. Like I know you can't let it be, but here's the thing: you can only control so much. Bro.
I save my energy.
So I understand that cultural perspective.
Right, being African, you should.
I know, but you gotta understand, bro. Like that only creates divide.
Divide from who?
Between you and your child in the off chance, well, I can't say off chance, just in the chance that that was to be the case.
I think now
So
I can
you would
steer
have
it.
to figure
I can
out.
steer this ship how I want it. I can
Okay,
steer it. I can steer how I want it. Yeah.
well,
I
I
save my energy for a
all
daughter.
okay,
I save my energy. I save my energy for this. I have all the time to devote to make sure.
okay.
Yeah.
I hope maybe you got the formula and you know what I mean, what to do.
And yeah.
So hey, run your household, bro.
All day. She
You the
know what's
king.
up. She know what's up. That's why they call me King. You see the K? They know what's
All
up.
right,
They know what's
all
up.
right. But yeah, man. So I just feel as though with that type of thing, you gotta handle it with kid gloves, especially in our society right now, and the way that because I don't want it to be a situation where for anybody, right? Where it's like, oh, this is the case, or I see this coming about, or for whatever reason, because it's everywhere, right? And then you fight it so hard that it draws a rift between family members, between a father and daughter, between a father and a son.
Now, I would
So
never
you
allow
always
my
have to.
relationship
Okay.
with my daughter to not be stronger than the bond that we have now. Right.
Perfect. Perfect.
So, but whoa. But please understand this. At the end of the day, my objective is to protect,
Mm-hmm.
to provide, and to secure.
Yo.
And nobody protects my daughter like me, provides for her, or is secure of her like me. So whatever that means to me is what I'm going to push.
Yeah.
Now, she don't gotta like it. There's gonna be a lot of things she don't like.
I'm
Go to her
saying
mom,
my
whatever.
my father figure pushed certain things on me
Mhm.
that because of who I was, it could never be.
Now, you don't think anything prior to that, bring in that adolescent stage, like being raised, transitioned you like to who
Like I
who
was
you think
supposed
you're gonna
like
be?
I had to go to grad school.
Mhm.
That's why I left the house. Because it
But
was
to
it
me,
was
that's
it was my
completely
way or
different.
the highway. And I
I
chose the
don't.
highway.
So look, I'm not that type of tyrant where I
And it's
feel like
just a
I'm gonna
different
have my
category.
daughter. I'm right. I'm not, but I'm saying in reference to. So, all right, cool. That's one specific thing, just like we're talking about. All right, cool. I'm not gonna call him a tyrant because it's not like he was running the house. Everything he say you gotta do, you gotta do. It was just that one component that you didn't agree with. If she went down the road that I don't want her to go to, he didn't kick you out. You left. Was it an ultimatum?
Ultimatum.
Yeah, I don't think I ever give my daughter an ultimatum because I don't think I could ever go a day without talking to my daughter, seeing her, being around. Like, I,
That's good.
I just don't have that in me for her. But I could tell you this: I'm gonna push that line, bro. Like, if there's any like, listen, I'm gonna push it. Pause,
Man,
but I'm gonna get
but
it.
yeah, nah, but God bless you and her, man. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be
Yo,
beautiful.
hey, real quick, and we could be real brief on this, man. You got the clip I sent you of Vince Young?
Yeah, and I couldn't understand what was going on,
Can you pull it
and
up? Can
then
you bring it up?
bro,
Son got
bro,
cleaned. That
he
nigga got
did, but the
washed.
dude that punched him, it was like
He
he was
Josh
fighting
Tucker.
somebody else. It was like he was just trying to. It doesn't seem like Vince Young was instigating the thing at that point, or he was
Well,
even worried about dude.
remember Vince Young charged dude. So he
But he
stepped
was
up, he
fighting
pushed
somebody
him.
else. Dude that punched him was fighting somebody else, and then Vince Young kind of like separated it, broke it up a little bit, and then he was just like, "Oh, the dude I was fighting left. Well, shit, I'm just clock VY." Hold on.
Listen, I don't know.
You know what I hate too about like okay, yeah, here you go. Some of these videos, they be like okay, this is cool. It got
It
something
tells,
dancing on the screen, but I'm
oh,
I'm a kind of try to take it out. Hold up.
and I forgot who sent me this video, but hey, son, that nigga dropped.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't see it coming.
That nigga Vince Young, son. That nigga, oh my God.
Okay, can you see that?
Yeah.
But you see all the stuff on the screen.
Right.
Ignore the mocha, whoever that is.
Yeah, you can fast forward it. All this is right here is just the altercation stage. They point out where Vince Young is. A bunch of
Oh my
pushing.
God!
Oh, nah, that ain't the video I sent you, was it? Ain't no way.
Bro, but you sent me. Did you send me a link?
Yeah, I sent you a link. I think off Twitter.
Get this dude
Or
off the
X
screen,
or whatever.
bro.
Yeah, I don't know what this is.
All right, hold up, bro.
Yeah, so from what I saw, it was, I don't know what was said. Clearly, there's no audio, but something was said that, frustrated Vince Young. He actually put hands on some, pushed him. So there's a bunch of holding back, and that went on for some time. And cut the clip to further on in the altercation, and they actually, I guess, it switched sides of the bar. So they're on a different side of the bar, and a bunch of pushings going on, all of that. And Vince Young's a towering athlete, right? Tall guy, bro. Is breaking all rules of altercation in a group setting, and this one dude, man.
Why are you so skilled in fighting in group settings?
Oh, you know,
Cam Newton Cam Newton video, you was they was doing it all wrong. They was jumping.
They were. Hey, listen. All my he's niggas stand up. He ain't go to Voorhees. He ain't listen. Anybody that went to that school know what's up. Hey, son, that was a fight every weekend. I'm talking about cops coming with mace, tasers. Like, it was a fight every weekend, bro. Gym park, like, it was just what it was. But man, you know what it is as a so-called boxer, man, right? Get your back to the wall. So, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to worry about nothing behind you. Vince Young ain't follow that principle. Dude came up, cleaned him right on the chin. Nigga went down, son. Look.
All right, so here we go. It's a minute and 7 seconds.
Yeah, you can fast forward.
We don't need no sound, do we?
Nah, I mean, you just
they
gotta
know.
They
gotta be able to see Vince Young. So y'all can see. Hold up. Vince Young, right here, white hat. They can't see my finger. Or they can see the mouse. White hat. Boom. So here you go.
He gonna push dude.
Bro. Okay, skipped a little bit. He talking. Oh, push bro back. Okay, bro pushed him back.
Right.
Now he got him, huh? Like
Vince Young they look like weak. He look real weak right here.
I mean, he's going against two people, but it looked like who's he focused on, bro? Right here,
the guy with the hat.
Okay, drink just went.
So it looks like he changed focus from the guy with the hat to the guy that's with the no sleeves.
Okay, look, he's looking behind him, but he's also focused on bro right here. Bro, look, he's fighting him. You see that, right? He's fighting him. Let me push it back real quick.
Yeah.
Wait. Further. Okay, look who he's fighting.
Well, I think he's holding him back for whatever reason. So look, so look at the guy that's, I rewind it a little bit. The guy with the white hat actually pushed Vince Young earlier on in the video. So,
but look,
the guy,
but these guys are fighting blue hat.
More. Huh?
I know, but look, blue hat. What I'm getting at is, okay, here we go.
So look at dude with the white hat. He gets behind Vince. Now he's holding him back. So now he's looking at so that's why he's focused on dude that threw the drink now, right? Yeah. That's the dude with no sleeves.
Okay.
So that's who he's chasing. Dude right here with no sleeves. That's initially who he's chasing. Right here.
Look,
dude with no sleeves is punching. But Vince grabs him. Vince got dude with no sleeves.
All right, then he's focused on somebody else.
Right. The dude with the white hat that was holding. Boom. Dude with no sleeves cleaned him.
That's what I'm saying. He was fighting somebody else.
No, the dude with no sleeves was who he was chasing initially.
Look at what I'm trying to say, bro. Look at dude with no sleeves. Look who he's fighting. It's not Vince.
Right. But so dude with no sleeves threw the drink.
So look, Vince breaks it up like, hey, bro, relax, bro. Hey, look, boom, sneak him. You see what I'm saying?
Listen.
That's a sneak, bro. Vince is not even focused on him.
That's Vince's fault.
It's still a sneak.
Nigga, he threw the drink. There's no reason why the nigga that threw the drink ain't my focus.
Because there's so many people that's Look,
Yeah, so
he's holding somebody else back. Look at what
yo,
happened when he get knocked out. Why is everybody like not even
yo,
doesn't
yo.
even care? Like, oh shoot,
Hey son, nigga done.
that's crazy.
Yo,
So there's like no context to this of
yo.
why this went down. Huh,
Hey, look.
bro, he dropped
Hey, son,
immediately.
why that's not funny to you is
That's the
crazy,
chin.
son.
Damn.
Yo, Vince
Huh.
bugging, bro.
He's
You
trying to
first
get
of
the
all,
blue hat guy. And then boom, Vince cuts him off like, hey man, y'all be like, y'all chill. Hey, look.
I ain't come here to chill.
Ah. And then he keep going to bro. He like, you next.
That's the same thing you
Alright,
tell niggas all
I
the
got
time. If I'm in a
I
fight,
gotta
don't
get
put
out of
your
here.
hands on me, right?
I gotta get out of here.
Goal accomplished.
Yeah, I gotta get up out of here. That's crazy.
And
That's
on
crazy.
some more happy news, sticking to football, I want to get on here and not call Jerry Jones stupid.
Why?
I actually want to say I'm proud of you, Jerry. I think you
Great, bro.
finally made it.
You had denounced yourself as a fan. You had
So listen, I can
switched.
still, like I said, that's why I'm not a hater, because I speak the truth.
That's crazy.
I
And
speak the
then
truth.
you said that you could do way better job than Jerry Jones.
He
running
did
the
what I
team.
said. Hey, listen,
Now
if you go back to 3 weeks ago, Jerry did what I said. He not paying that. And I want to applaud him. Yo, hit the button, son. Get the.
I mean, I don't know if I have the applaud button, bro. Let me see if I have one that might be.
So you gonna play something stupid? I know, like you about to do something.
I'm not. I know. I don't know. I don't know what these buttons. I'm trying to remember. You know, so I'm just gonna try to press one. I think it may make sense, but it might not.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
Didn't make sense. Hold on, maybe
You got a Mike Tyson one too, right?
I do have a Mike Tyson one. I mean, is this?
I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat his children. Praise be to Allah.
At the end of the day, we got to get a clapping one. But Jerry, he did exactly what I mean, look, man, like his track record, regular season is great. Playoffs hasn't really led to anything. And I know, again, people going to blame the whole talent of the team, whatever. Look, man, it's time to go a different road, bro. Time to go a different route.
Is that can that take the place of clapping?
That's better. That's better. Good job, Jerry.
Hey, good job, Jerry.
Good job.
Yeah, Jerry.
So yeah, I'm interested to see what the draft is. You know, Shador's now. Everybody think we going after him next year. Dion has said he basically going to pick the route that his kid going to get drafted.
So what y'all gonna tank?
No, I don't think they're gonna tank. This is Dak Dak cannot play like trash.
So they're going after
his
Shador
money
next
going
year. Then with the number 2, number 1, number 3, what pick?
I mean, we don't know how it's going to go, but 9 times out of 10, they might trade up. I mean, some people believe Trey Lance is the success plan until they find or they get in a situation where they can get a quarterback for the future. But Shador is, is linked to us because of Dion, Jerry. You know, Dion came out and said, "Man, my son not playing just for any team. He wants him in warm weather, right?" Like,
I want to see how that plays out. That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
That's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be media.
So
I can't wait to see. That's gonna be drama. But I want you to know that the Dallas Cowboys, they're not really the team in Texas no more.
Man, the Texans. Oh my gosh. Oh
Bro,
my God. My son is crying when they traded that nigga. He said, "Yo, Dad, why? Why are we doing this?"
Bro, it wasn't working out, bro. They wasn't using him. He's unhappy. Let him go.
Addition by subtraction, right? That might be their situation. Getting rid of him might be better for the team. This is a deep draft class of wide receivers.
Hell yeah.
And you seen from Rice and I mean, the way the game is, it ain't really hard to have a 1,000-yard receiver. Especially the way they throw the ball. You know what I mean? So no Gabe Davis, right? No Diggs. Damn.
Yeah. What pick do they have? Somewhere up there.
Somewhere.
think it's probably in the 20s, but they can
Yeah.
get a really good. They can get a really good receiver in the 20s.
Yeah. Yeah,
Neighbors,
they can. And they got the second. Well,
neighbors will go.
Neighbors
Neighbors will go.
but they
I'm
got a
thinking about
second
the
round
other
for
dude
Diggs.
from
They got a
FSU,
second.
Coleman.
Oh, Coleman. Yeah, they got. Yeah.
Lad
They got
McConkey,
Uh-huh.
Legit from South Carolina. I'm naming all because I'm a Carolina Panthers fan, so I already know we're targeting. Those are all receivers that I hope we could. I really want some reason I want Lad McConkey, bro. I just feel like he's gonna be legit.
Is he
He's gonna be,
I can't pronounce dude name from the Rams, but is he that caliber type receiver? Because I don't know him.
bro. He's what, about 6 foot. He's a route technician. He
Mhm.
ran a 4.39. He played at
Mm.
Georgia, and if you look at like him at Georgia, bro, it's just route running, bro.
Yeah.
I know you probably seen the one that went viral, which was I forgot who they were playing. They might have been were they playing? Was it Oregon State? It was Ole Miss. It was Ole Miss. And he does like a stop and go when the Ole Miss corner and just cooks him for the I think did he score? It was a long game, but
You did
it
a
was
video
crazy.
on it or no?
I did do a video on it. It was a part of one of my videos because I did the Ole Miss. But what was I gonna say? The Texans, bro. CJ Stroud, he obviously came out last year cooking. It's hard for me to watch as a Carolina Panthers fan. When he went number 2 overall, we picked number 1. But, hey, man, Bryce Young, do your thing, make us right. But just cooking, watching his game is so pure. He just passes the ball. It's not just he passes the ball right to the spot where he needs to be. He's so precise, but it's also just as I watched him, especially in that play in the playoffs as well, like his decision making is just on point. It's on point. He's getting the ball to the right place. He knows where he should go with the ball. It all looks so good. And then people are sitting here trying to talk about Nico Collins. I know that Tank Dell was good in college, so that transition happened. But I didn't know Nico Collins before this year. Robert Woods, cool. I think he's over there.
Was he hurt majority of the year? Because they got the dude from the Cowboys. I can't remember his name. We had him last year. So he didn't have a strong wide receiver core.
People want to call it strong. Let me say not people. I think
to start off.
Panthers fans want to call it strong. Before the season, I'm gonna be honest with you. Nobody thought that. Everybody said that CJ Stroud was in a worse situation than Bryce. I'm just tell you what the thought process was before the season. We were supposed to be the ones that were going to be able to challenge our division because we was in a weak division.
Right.
And
NFC. Right.
They thought the Texans were in the dirt. They were nothing before CJ Stroud, and they thought that was going to continue, and he was going to a terrible situation. He played in his situation. Bryce Young played in his situation, and then the story became what it became. But that's not to take nothing away. I do think that the Texans ran their organization better. There was more cohesion in the front office and the coaching staff, much more than there was in Carolina. I know that hurt Bryce and the offensive performance. I know that our weapons may not have been what we thought they were going to be at the start of the season, and maybe CJ Stroud weapons were maybe a little better, especially as the season went on. But all I can say is CJ Stroud had one of the best rookie seasons ever. And who's to say that even given the same ingredients that Bryce Young would have cooked the same meal? I can't say that. I would hope that would be the case, but I can't say that for sure. We can say that about what CJ Stroud did. And then the Texans are just doing such a great job by giving him that another, I'm going to say another, I'm saying a bona fide receiver in Stephon Diggs now.
Yeah.
I think Stephon Diggs is going to love playing there. And I think they're gonna go crazy, and they're the best team in Texas, and they trying to challenge the Chiefs.
By far, they got the Rookie of the Year rusher and Will Anderson, Defensive Player Rookie of the Year quarterback, Nico Ryans, right?
Nico Collins.
No. Coach, who what's his
DeMeco Ryans.
DeMeco Ryans.
Yeah,
did a great job, man. Sophomore slump. We always got to pay attention to it.
But here's an important thing, though. The coordinator's coming back, Bobby Slowick. He was getting interviewed for head coaching jobs. He's coming back.
And what I like what they also did was get him a more established running back, bringing Joe Mixon, and now you have a more, because Pierce was Pierce, right?
Yeah.
No, who was? Yeah, he wasn't that bad, but Joe Mixon just good pass catch out the backfield. I mean, you're 100% right. Team in Texas is the Texans. They're running the organization, like you said, better than any team in Texas. And I'm interested to see CJ Stroud. Like I'm a big fan of his.
Yeah, I'm a fan, bro. I don't even care about, bro. I'm just a fan. Like everything, bro. The interviews, he's shouting out Jesus Christ, his Lord and Savior, unapologetic about it. He's just, I feel like he's just him everywhere he goes, bro. And
hold on, is he Tebow, Russell Wilson?
Not like that, but in a cool way, though.
Okay,
he's cool with it, and I shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? You know, anybody, giving credit to the Lord. I'm not calling it corny in any sense, but I'm just saying that CJ Stroud is just cool with his, and I just feel like he's just himself everywhere he goes, and he's very comfortable anywhere he's at. You see him in interviews, you see him in, he has some charisma to him, bro. Like I like the dude, bro.
Nah, I'm a fan.
No Diddy.
I'm a fan, bro. So yeah, that they're doing major things, and the Cowboys aren't. But at the end of the day,
hurts.
The biggest issue, not really. The biggest issue is that I just wanted to give Jerry his praise, for making that decision. Because again, I mean, you just talk, man, CD, Micah Parsons, Zach Martin, Derek Lawrence are the people you got to re-sign next year. You really paying Dak 60, 70 mil? Bro, it just don't make sense. It just don't make sense. And again, think about it like this. If Dak wins you a Super Bowl, that's like Jordan last dance. If he doesn't really produce, then maybe now you have a conversation and you say, look, man, take less money. Right? If you don't want to, all right,
but
cool.
He gonna get his money though. Somebody's
gonna get his money from somewhere, and I want him to. I said it. I'm not in here to tell this man he don't deserve $100 million. Get your money. Just in Minnesota or somewhere. I just don't really.
I want you to know though. You know what I mean? They don't always. You might not care. They don't always grow on trees, bro. Like a quarterback that's consistent. I mean, if you're not winning the playoffs, I guess you don't care. But like,
but now I'm gonna ask you, okay, as a Carolina Panther fan, you won in 2000. Well, you went in 2015.
Yeah, we went in 2015. We also went in 2002, 2003. I think that season. Yeah.
All right, so you've been twice since the last time the Cowboys have been. But your franchise success in winning has been less, correct? From that in that time period, from when the last time we won to now, right? So in 30 years, winning games, the Cowboys have been more successful, right? And winning games season by seasons, right? But you've been to the championship twice. All right. Yeah. As a fan of the Carolina Panthers, Tony Romo, Dak Prescott have been the two most dominant quarterbacks in that period for the Cowboys. Would you be satisfied with either of those two career with your franchise versus what you've had?
Nah, versus what I've had, because the thing about
Cam Newton is all you've had, right?
Cam Newton and Jake Delhomme. So Jake Delhomme took us first. Like Jake Delhomme, he was kind of like a Tony Romo, Dak, not even Dak. Like Jake Delhomme was like, but he still got us there. What I'm saying is that there's a lot of bounces and chances and stuff like that when it comes to this game. Like,
but my point is, you said they don't grow on trees.
Tony, so I would take Tony Romo over Jake Delhomme.
Okay.
I don't know what the fit would have been, but I take Tony Romo. He was a better quarterback. I would take Dak Prescott over Jake Delhomme. He was a better quarterback. Did Jake Delhomme get us to a Super Bowl? He probably got us to an NFC Championship game, maybe a couple of them. But it is what it is.
So my whole point is, I would take your quarterbacks that got you to a Super Bowl over both of them, because it's about putting yourself in a situation to win it all, not about just having Pro Bowls and all pros. right? Because we have enough of those. You have winning quarterbacks. Cam Newton to me to anybody should be. He's a successful winning quarterback.
Okay, but you can still say, and he got us all the way to. And look, and Cam Newton, and his situation was so much different from so many other people's situations, bro. And how much of that team he put on his back, I think people don't realize to this day. But
I love that.
Yeah,
I need that. I need that.
But you don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want that because you want them to be surrounded with enough talent.
And we have it.
Do that.
Think if
but
he
y'all
had
do.
our talent.
Exactly. Y'all do. So if y'all, I was saying, if y'all had Cam Newton, y'all would have won a Super Bowl already.
We would have multiple.
Y'all would have won a Super Bowl.
We would have won multiple, man.
Y'all would have definitely won a Super Bowl already.
So I get that they don't grow on trees, quote unquote, but get him out of there. Get somebody else in and give him a shot.
Fair.
Like, man, Cooper Rush won us 4 games.
Yeah. Is he still on the roster?
Yeah, he is.
Okay. So yeah, don't pay that.
Yeah, don't.
Cooper Rush,
like
Trey Lance there, and then the draft.
Man, Michael Penix dropped to us. Go draft him.
I should definitely come out with something. Hey, that'd be crazy. Hey, that'd put a fire under Dak.
I mean,
I'll draft somebody high.
So look, at the end of the day, it's a benefit for us. If you play out your mind and win a Super Bowl, hey man, thank you.
It's crazy some of these quarterbacks that just get to, you know what I'm saying, just sit on the throne. When they had, they bringing in people for Aaron Rodgers, the Green Bay Packers, they bringing in people like,
the
when
Jets,
they have Brett Favre, when they have Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, you mean bringing in other quarterbacks?
Right. Again, they drafting their next quarterback.
Brett Favre was on the decline, right? Like, and again,
Brett Favre had years left.
I mean, he played then with the Jets and with the Vikings, but I mean,
no. But before that, Aaron Rodgers was sitting behind Brett Favre for like what, 3?
Right. But what I'm saying is he was on the decline. So when they drafted him, then he went and played for those 2 other franchises. But this is my point.
No, you're missing the point. They drafted Aaron Rodgers,
and he sat behind him for a couple years.
That's what I'm trying to say. So
was he?
It wasn't like.
But I'm saying, were they successful while he was there?
Yeah, I mean, Packers were always kind of successful with Brett Favre. Like they was always kind of in that conversation. That's just what they do. They did the same thing with Aaron Rodgers. I mean, well.
So let me ask you this then.
I know he won MVP after that. I think they drafted. I don't think he won MVP.
No, Aaron Rodgers won MVP after they drafted Jordan Love.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying.
2. I think he won 2.
That's what I'm saying. So, he still had Aaron Rodgers at the height of his career, and even instead of they drew criticism for this, even instead of drafting maybe a receiver that could help right away or whatever, and Aaron Rodgers was upset about this. They went and drafted.
I think he was more upset because they traded back to get him in the first round.
And they traded. They traded up to get him. But
do you follow that recipe or the Steelers recipe? You keep Big Ben for too long. Now you ain't got no option.
I like the Green Bay Packers recipe. Right? One in a chamber.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a business.
You put one in your sock.
It's a business.
Just in case.
That's why Dak got to understand. He gonna get his money. Just not from Dallas.
Well, guys, as you can see, my wine is almost finished. That usually means.
Is that going to be your trend?
It might be. I don't know. It's cool. Right. It's a cool little vibe. But did you have anything else you wanted to get off your chest, King?
Nah, I'm good. Like I definitely want, but what I wanted to talk to you about, I guess we could talk off camera, man. I want to start.
No, go ahead.
In the midst of this, man, I want to really start doing more. So, like, I don't know if Justin told you I didn't know his sister does the little supplement stuff or whatever. No. You ain't know? Mm-hmm. So, man, Justin don't post much on social media. We talked about it when I was in LA, but I want us to, try to just highlight some small businesses, man, throughout this process that we go through, man, just to give them some, because there's a lot of us that need us. And, we've talked about this numerous times, man, just highlight some people and give them an opportunity to just get their brand out there to people that they might not be able to reach. But outside of that, I'm happy with Jerry. Juju better than Caitlyn. Mike crazy. Tyson going knockout.
Shout out to Juju, but nah, that's not.
Mike Tyson going to get the knockout. And
ooh, you putting money on it? You gonna win some money. if you
I could
really
win some
feel
money.
strongly about that.
I could win some money.
Not against me. I'm Vegas.
Nah, I know you're not gonna bet. You're not gonna bet.
Okay.
Let's bet on fantasy this year though. Let's do a little side bet on fantasy.
Bet a side bet. Why we gotta do that? Just put the money on. Put the money up.
We already put money up. Then me and you do a side bet.
And I went further than you last year, so we know, so everybody understands.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Because I paid you your money back. Yeah.
Damn,
you
did I?
You did.
Yeah,
you did.
and you had to pay me my money. Yeah, that's crazy.
I just paid you your money back.
But that's crazy. So exactly. So I played for free. So you had to pay.
You're right. You're right. You paid for free. I didn't have to pay anything. Everybody pays that into the pot.
Trying to get all of. So you didn't have to pay.
Nah, because I paid you back your money.
No, you had to pay though. You had to put up.
No, I didn't have to pay you. I had to pay somebody else. You just got your money back. I didn't have to pay you.
No. I know that, but you had to pay.
I lost $100.
You lost your money. Yeah,
I lost to somebody else, not to you.
Okay, cool. Now we can end the pod. You lost your bread. Okay,
not to you.
I kept my bread. Just want to make sure we had all the facts understood. All right, y'all, man. It's a Built Different. It's a Built Different podcast, man. It's your boy, Mr. Go 30, and your boy King, PG Crown King. You already wait. Did you change that?
I changed it. Damn.
That's all you can't change. That's why you gotta stay consistent, bro.
Nah, blame Blanco, man. Blame Blanco, man. Blanco made me change it.
Tell us the new one.
It's King, nigga. It's just King.
Okay.
You already know though. We West Indian, man, with the flags, man. Shout out Guyana, Jamaica, Aruba. You already know what it is, man. My bloodline crazy.
Okay. I think my bloodline just as crazy. You know what I'm saying?
I speak it. I just that jollof rice was pretty bad. But go ahead, like
bro, that's the best jollof rice. That's the best jollof rice.
Damien's was fire.
First of all,
Damien's
no, it wasn't. It just had beef, bro. Why does he think that? He thinks that Nigerian jollof rice is better than Liberian jollof rice. And
I mean,
not be further from the case. If you was to even just if I just showed you a picture, if I just showed you a picture of the two dishes, like they would be like, oh, that's way more fire. It's just beef and rice. The Nigerian jollof rice is just beef and rice.
Nah, it tasted better, bro.
We put
it tasted better.
Mixed veggies and
he had vegetables in his too. I thought he had vegetables in his too.
No, we didn't. That was mine. You got it mixed up.
Yours is trash.
You don't we gotta do the whole thing over.
Hey, hold on. Let me not say trash. Hold on, let me not do trash. Shout out
you couldn't even eat. Wait,
Mr. Go 30 Mom. Like
you couldn't even eat. It was trash. No, I don't care. You couldn't eat it. You could. That's it.
Hold on.
You couldn't eat it. No, bro. If you couldn't eat it,
you're about to shoot yourself in the foot. If you don't know the history of the game, don't speak it. Right? If you telling me I ain't never tried your jollof rice,
you never tried it. So how could you say it wasn't good? That doesn't make no sense.
You don't know the history of basketball. It is the same. You don't know the history of the game to be happy with no basketball.
Not the same argument, bro. You try to there's no way that you can. That's what I'm saying. So y'all can see when the hate comes out.
Hey Sam, who else? Jackie, who else? Nicole. Please let him know that Damien's rice was better.
Nah, everybody has said mine was fire. So,
but I'm saying what was better. What was better was Damien's rice.
No, bro, you didn't try my rice, bro. So you can't even talk.
I'm telling you what everybody told me. You went home with a pot full of rice.
This is not even nobody ate because I brought 2 pans. No, you didn't. Pans, you brought one. And he brought a little. Now you're lying. Hey, yo, that's the Built Different podcast.
Oh my God.
We don't support
now niggas talking about they brought 2 pans.
Kids, don't lie. Kids, tell the truth, man. Stand 10 toes on what you believe in, man. And that's all I can leave you with. This is Mr. Go 30. I'm not sure about that side of the pod. We out.
Like, damn, you ain't bring no damn.